Hi there team, it's Alby Costa here, and on behalf of Lawrence, Scott and myself, I'd really like to welcome you to this brand new business that we're about to unveil today. And look, most times when people unveil a new business or launch something, there's a lot of froth and bubble and pomp and fireworks involved. We just wanted to take it down a notch or two, or maybe even a notch or three, and just provide a bit of a framework and I guess an environment in which we understand exactly with each other as to where we're headed. I've just recently read a book by a guy called Lawrence Gonzalez, not Lawrence Haasbrook, although he could probably write a book of his own. Lawrence Gonzalez, his father was a World War II fighter pilot, and he was shot down about 3 miles above the earth, and without a parachute, him and his plane wreckage managed to survive right down to hitting the ground. Obviously the man wasn't in great shape, but when Lawrence eventually came into the world and he came of age, he became a journalist, and it became his life's mission to understand why some people survive and why some people don't. And Lawrence wrote a book called Deep Survival: Why Some People Die, Why Some Don't, and Why. And in that book he talks about two components. He says that in every survival situation there's two key components that operate together. There's one called emotion, and he describes emotion as being a horse, and he says the other component is reason, and he describes reason as being the rider, the rider of the horse. And he talks about the rider of reason on the horse of emotion, and he says when those two things are connected and they're riding together, he says it is a beautiful thing to watch. And many of you will know that looking at a horse and rider that have really got it together, it is a quite literally a majestic thing to see. But he said when they come disconnected, it is chaotic, and it provides an environment of chaos. And obviously in a survival situation, it means the difference between life and death. And he uses in that book the ultimate example of survival is an entrepreneur. It's a really strange analogy, and it sort of made me sit up and look at it twice. But what he says is that an entrepreneur, and let me talk in terms of being an online entrepreneur, he says that one of the great things about an entrepreneur is that they're adaptable, and that they seem to have this synchronicity between emotion and reason. And he says that in a survival situation, normally the person that has a fixed set of rules and isn't adaptable is the person that will die. But the person that is adaptable and that will evolve and revolve around a changing situation is the person that will survive and come through the other side and actually make a success of that particular environment, or in his terms, he calls survival. Now I just want you to think about that for 1 second, because the internet is possibly the most evolving environment that we can be involved in. And in business terms, there is nothing, no situation that's more evolving than an internet marketing or an internet business environment. And that's what you and I are all involved in. And we're going to go through lots and lots of changes. We're going to have things thrown at us. We're going to have twists and turns, but we are going to evolve with that. And we have a certain amount of rules that we have attached, which we, in our words, we like to connect that rider of reason on that horse of emotion, and we call that risk management. And risk management is the most important part of what we do. And it's with great pleasure that we introduce this business, but we also wanted to provide the framework and the mindset with which you enter into this business, and also with which you enter any business that we promote. And we want to, I guess, get you into that position where you're successful regardless of the situation or the environment that you're in. There's a great saying by some people that I know, and they say that there's some people that don't do things because of their circumstances, but there's very few people who are successful despite their circumstances. And we want to take you into the world that we live in and that we make a living in, despite the circumstances that it throws at you from time to time. And we want to make it a realistic environment. We want to make it an environment where, it is successful, but it's not always easy, but it is attainable. And if we do this together and we have that correct mindset, then we will succeed. And so, guys, you've got a link below this video. Don't click on it just now. Now, you went ahead and clicked on it, didn't you? Okay. Get that mouse, bring that pointer back up. Just listen to my last words here. Okay, guys, we want you to click on that link below in a second and expect great things, because it is a wonderful business. What we have been promoting as a tsunami is normally a chaotic situation. But if you're prepared for that environment and you're prepared to evolve with that environment, you will have waxed your surfboard, you will have got your wetsuit on, and you will be prepared to ride a wonderful wave. I was about to say the biggest wave of your life, but there will be many waves that come your way that you'll be able to ride. But if you're prepared for this wave, then you ride it. It won't be chaos, it'll be a thing of beauty. And we want to take you into the water. The water's fine, it's a beautiful temperature, that wave is building. You've got the tools and the equipment to handle that wave and to ride that wave to a great journey, to a great experience, to an opportunity that is going to provide some great results for you, your family, or your loved ones, or whoever else will be the recipient of your hard work. So guys, click on that link below now. Get stuck into this business, because this business is a great opportunity. It's something that we've done a lot of due diligence on. It's a great wave that you can catch a great journey on, and we want to see you successful. Your success is our success, and on behalf of Lawrence and Scott and myself, we just want to let you know that we wish you every success. We're on this journey with you. We're on the same wave. There is nothing different to what you're doing than what we're doing, and we appreciate every single one of you. So guys, jump in the water, get stuck in, and let's enjoy this ride together. Cheers.